Please welcome from Point Cook, Rory Hudson.
No, you never get it right.
Okay, so I have two poems today. The first one is called War Cemetery. Both of these poems relate to a trip I did in 2015 to Greece and Turkey, and I saw a war cemetery there, the war cemetery at Gallipoli, and of course all the Anzacs who died at Gallipoli are referred to as heroes. And it set me wondering, well, you know, why are these particular people heroes? Would they have been heroes if they hadn't gone to war? What about the people who didn't go to war? So I wrote this poem. A tangle of white crosses invades the eye that searches for meaning in this foreign field. Memorial stones are a telephone directory of the no longer known. After a while, the eye grows weary, shadowing the names and dates of death. The visitor turns away. The pilgrim has done his duty. Another life awaits his footfall. Heroes share the due respect of crosses shining under sun, and words of reverence intoned, chosen to fall with due solemnity on eager ears. Anthems are penned, recited, sung. The living stand to attention. The dead did this in their own time, now forgotten. Never did they expect this turning of the wheel. In other worlds of possibilities, they might have died as old men in oblivious beds, wrestling alone with other demons. They might have been fag ends and burnt-out butts discarded at the end of use, scattered in nameless ground. A child or two would sigh a little, cry a wistful tear, and turn away, another life awaiting his footfall. And the second poem is called Sultan. Thank you. The second poem is called The Sultan, and this relates to when I went to Topkapi Palace in Istanbul, and there were these plaques, whatever you call them, on the walls there, talking about the history of the Topkapi Palace and the sultans, and they had pictures of the sultans, and in the pictures the sultan is a very large figure, of course, and made to look very important, but according to these words that were put there for the tourists, the sultans are actually quite small people. So thinking about that made me write this poem later on. The Sultan. In this heat, sweating in tourist shirt and shorts, one despises the city's noise, the city's rabble, the selling of trinkets and bling, the dust swirling around the breath, the procreating trash in fetid gutters. One searches the alleys for a rose garden and the fading scent and the light breeze of the oriental past. It is with gratitude at last one's eye absorbs the promise of the palace and a rainbow of roses on soft lawns. But the wall is a hard perimeter against which the city buffets in vain. The ramparts rise high and imposing above this ordinary life. They're as thick as the day is long on which one learns the history of Byzantium. Reading the biography of the Sultan, one learns he was a small man after all, just padded out in thick bejewelled robes, and not so handsome as his portrait might pretend. Yet searching through its textures, one might make out a trace around the eyes of some anxiety. One reads on. It seems that he kept many concubines, though never loved a one, nor of his sons could he find one he trusted. Ministers were made of nobodies and soon discarded. The scimitar fell hard on many an overweening neck. Beyond the guarded gate one tours the many bedrooms. The tour guide tells in weary tones how every one was for a different night, a different concubine. Even the guards, they say, were changed each night. One never knew the Sultan's whereabouts, only his fear of the death that might creep up on some unguarded night. Such a small man, after all. How strange that others should pen the history of such a vulnerable, brittle thing. And now, this short biography of fear is fixed to massive walls one passes through in search of rose gardens. Thanks.